Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to have you here. If you are new, welcome. I'm doing a weekly check-in today, budget video, and I do several budget videos, weekly check-ins, paycheck to paycheck, monthly setups and things like that. So if you're interested in that kind of content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and go ahead and like this video so we can share more of this video and boost the algorithm for this platform so many people can see this. I love helping and sharing with other people, and you guys have been supporting me and been amazing with me, so I absolutely love and adore each one of you that comment below and email and all the things. So let's go ahead and dive in and see how my week went and where this weekly check-in leaves me at for going into November. So I still have 3 days at the end of the month that I haven't that I will be checking in, but it'll be part of November's kind of thing, and I'll explain that later. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the weekly check-in. Okay, I am back. So the 22nd through the 28th, this is my calendar I use to lay all my expense stickers down on whenever I spend money in my budget for my weekly check-in. My weekly check-in is actually on this side, and I just kind of pop the pages out. It's easier to work with without the rings, and I can just move the paper around. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and zoom us in and show us clearly what I spent, and it should be very simple because, as you can see, this calendar is very, very sparse, and this is not a typical month for me. A couple of things were different this month. One, I discovered early in the month that I have type 2 diabetes, so I really reined it in on eating out. And two, my husband is not home for this month, but he is coming back soon, and we are excited about that, and that will change the whole dynamic of what this looks like in November. Because usually when he's home, we do spend more and do more things and activities, and with the holidays coming, we're definitely going to spend money on those areas for fun and activities for the fall season and going into the winter and Thanksgiving and Christmas. In fact, I have a couple transactions I've already gotten on my credit card for some things that are really exciting. I don't know if any of you guys follow The Chosen, which is an app you can download, and you can watch the TV series created just for this app channel on Jesus, and it is an amazing well done series, and I have really enjoyed it. Well, they have a Christmas special coming out, and that Christmas special is only on December 1st and 2nd in the theaters, and then they're going to do it free later, but you get more content in the theaters than you do later. So I went ahead and bought my tickets for that for me and my husband. We're going to have a date night and watch this Christmas special. It was so powerful and emotional, had me in tears, all kinds of things. So I am just absolutely undone and ready to see something like that. So we're gonna have activities like that. We might do some either Colonial Williamsburg Christmas time or Busch Gardens Christmas in Williamsburg kind of thing. There's a lot of activities here. So you're gonna see more spending going on in November and December than you are here, just because one, my husband was gone, two, I have had a diagnosis, and three, I was just really reining it in as far as eating out. So now that I've gotten all that out, let's go ahead and zoom in the camera so you can see better what these transactions are and how much I spent and what I have left over for the rest of this month. And whatever is left over in my spending categories, I'm actually going to use that as a buffer in my checking account. So we'll go over those numbers as well. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, I am back. So what I have here is I start on the 22nd, and I leave wherever I leave off where there's no check marks, which the last one I have was here on the 20th, because I had no spend on the 21st. So I tried to do consistently Friday through Thursday because it works well with my husband's paydays, and tomorrow is a payday, so there will be a paycheck to paycheck video as well. And this will be a doozy because this is our magic month, as they call it in the budgeting world, where my husband got 1, 2, and 3 salary checks in addition to his regular government checks for military retirement and VA disability. So he got a lot of extra pay, and this pay is actually going to be a lot higher because even though we don't need it for any of the bills, it's actually overtime and what he got paid, his salary check. So that's going to be really awesome. That's going to bolster our savings and put us in a good position to get something fixed at our house. So I don't know how much it's going to cost, a few $1,000s maybe. But we have a window and area that needs to be taken care of, and so we're going to find somebody to do that. And so, yeah, I'm ready to kind of do that. And as soon as he gets home, we'll definitely be making those calls and getting that done. So here we go. I usually start with our categories, which is up here, our grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, unbudgeted. And I decided to put this no spends to see if I like it because I had so many this month, and we'll see. I'll count them up on the 31st and see. I more than likely will spend all weekend, but if not, I'd like to count that no spend too. But we'll start with grocery, household in pink. And our first grocery household is not until the 25th of October here, and I spent $100.15 at Walmart. So I just put initials here, grocery household. I list them all in a little sticky note, and then I flip the page over, carry those numbers over so I'm not flipping back and forth. $100.15. All right, got that one. I got Kroger's for $4.60. It was just something small. One of my kids asked for something, and I went ahead and picked it up. And then today is Thursday, but I'm done shopping for the day. I'm not going to go to any stores or anything like that. And even if I did go, and I've already done this video, I move whatever I would purchase in the evening to the next day. So $30.77 at Food Lion. So there's that. So I only had 3 transactions. Like I said, my husband is not home yet, so our groceries have been lower and haven't need to spend nearly as much. So here we go. $100.15 plus the $4.60 plus $30.77, and that gives us $135.52. Oops, 52. There we go. And so we are a family of 4 adults. My youngest is 17, and so mom, dad, and 2 boys. And so, yeah, when we are spending for a family of 4 adults. So that is where our mindset comes with our budget and how to feed and how to clothe and how to take care of our family. So that works for us. Let's see. The next thing we have is restaurants. Last Friday, my parents came into town, and so I did order Papa John's pizza for everybody. So restaurants, and that was $52 even, which was really strange when I saw it. I was like, wow, with tip and everything, $52 even. I thought that was kind of cool. And then here on Sunday, I was just having an off day, so I picked up McDonald's for me and the boys, and that was it. That's all as far as restaurants. Oops, I forgot to check that one. There we go. So these 2 items together, 52 plus 19.11 gives us $71.11, which is pretty good. Yeah, that was 6 people, and then this was 3 people. So yeah, that's not too bad. Next thing I have, this haircut and color actually happened on this Saturday, the 16th. I wrote a check, but she couldn't get it cashed that day, and then it took her a while, and then it finally started going through the bank here on this Friday, and I had forgot to put it down on, oh, this, you can't even see that, the 16th. And so that's when it happened, but I wrote the check for it, and then it finally cleared later. So I just went ahead and put it here when we realized, oh, the check hadn't cashed. So I do take that out of miscellaneous haircuts. It's just because I keep a large enough balance for miscellaneous for the entire month. It's easy for me to pull that money out of there for haircuts. And so that was $70. That was me and my son. I got my hair. She tones my hair a color, and then color tones it, and then cut my hair, and then she cut Jack's, my youngest son's, hair. She does that every other Saturday. In fact, this Saturday she's going to do it again. So you're going to see, that's why you're going to see 2 haircuts. We didn't get them that close together. It just happened to be when the check went through, and we remembered to write it down. So let's see here. Then we went to Hickory Ridge Farm, that's what it's called, in Chesapeake, and picked up some pumpkins. And I got a beautiful yellow mum that was really pretty outside. and for Halloween, not Halloween, but for the fall season. And it's just really cute and fun activity. My boys love going to pumpkin patches and corn mazes and stuff like that. Even though they're older, they still like it. Cash for haircuts. So I went to the ATM. Funny story about that. The ATM actually denied my debit card for cash, and I don't know why. And so I went in to say, hey, your ATM wouldn't let me use it. And then, is there something wrong with my card? Can I still use it? And they couldn't find anything wrong with my card. So it made no sense. But I took care of some other stuff while I was at the bank. I was like, okay. And right afterwards, I went to the grocery store and my card worked fine. So who knows what happened there. And then Amazon, $26.42. I wear these, what do they call them? I'm not sure what they're called. They're like a compression wrap around my arch of my foot. They're more for plantar fasciitis, but with the tingling in my feet, it kind of helps reduce the pain and numbness. Somehow, I don't know why, it just works for me. And so I do wear those during the day, so my feet don't hurt nearly as much for the neuropathy that I'm going through. And then I needed some melatonin to help me sleep, so I ordered that last night. Those two items were $26.24, so I got that. And check everything off. Yep. And Jack gets his hair cut this Saturday like he did last Saturday. And let's go ahead and total this up. So that's $70 plus 40, 50 plus 40 plus 26.42. And that gives us $176.92. And then gas. We only had one gas item where I filled up the tank, and that was for $58.09. And gas prices have gone up, and I'm spending more in gas, so yeah, that's kind of crazy. So no unbudgeted, and everything looks good here. Whoops. And I'm going to go ahead and check that off. So I've taken care of all my expense transactions. Now I want to flip the page, if I can hold on to these papers. And I'm going to show you what last week's was. So week 3, which is right here, we ended at $775.14. I am just balancing forward a budget that I have set every week for spending in all the spending categories. So I was able to balance forward this amount and then add to that budget, which actually gave me a large number to work with because I'm not spending as much, but I'm still budgeting the exact same amount that I normally would as if my husband was home. And because I am rethinking how I buy groceries and what food I'm eating and where I'm eating from. All of those things combined changed my shopping patterns, and I was really afraid to buy stuff. I was really afraid to do anything. And so I kind of shut down a little bit and just kind of hunkered down until the end of the month and see how much money we have and what we can spend and what my body can tolerate and things like that. So I'm moving forward with this number and see how much we actually spent and then what the balance is left over. Whatever this number is will carry over into what I call my week 5, which is only the last 3 days of the month. And that will hold me over until the new paycheck period on November 1st. And then we start all over again. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and put down the totals of what I spent. And so this is $135.52. There we go. 71.11, and then this for miscellaneous was $176.92, and then gas was $58.09. And I'm debating whether how much to increase gas for next month. I go back from $300 to $350 with my husband coming back. It just depends on how much he'll be going into the office or not going into the office. I don't know. And then compensating for the gas is going up, because when he left it was $2.99. Now it's like $3.24. And so yeah, there's just a lot of changes going on. And I got to keep that in mind when I do next month's budget. But I want to make sure I have plenty of gas money put aside for each week. So let's see, $315.75 was the budget. Spent $135.52, and that gives us $180.23 till the end of the month, which we're good. We got, 3 days left, so that will definitely cover more than that. More than enough for that. Let's see, $553.85, and I'm really proud that I just didn't blow through the restaurants and go out to eat every day. $71.11 was what we spent, and that was $482.74. There we go. And then $345.12 is what we had budgeted for miscellaneous. I spent $176.92, and that gives us $168.20. That's perfect amount for the weekend, for weekend activities, fall festivals, just fun activities. If we wanted to do, we could go do those. If we don't want to do anything, we'll just save it for next month and roll it over, or leave it in the buffer of the checking account, which is what I actually plan on doing. $121.12 was what I had left in gas, and $58.09 is what I spent, leaving $63.03. So that is pretty good. I don't have to get gas until next week. I don't like how gas is happening now, because I'm idling so much now, sitting at the school, I'm not getting very good gas mileage. So, because I'm sitting and idling in a lot of places, because I gotta get there early, I gotta wait. And it's been so hot up until the past couple of days that you have to sit in the car and run it in air conditioning, even though I hate doing that because environmentally that's just not good. But yeah, there's just a lot of weirdness about gas right now I don't like. So let's total up what I spent in total. So $135.52 plus the $71.11 plus the $176.92 plus $58.09. All right. Okay, so there's nothing happened here in the unbudgeted. So $441.64. And I'm gonna make a negative of that. I'm gonna add it to $1336.14. And I'm gonna assume this is gonna stay the same as this number, but we're gonna double check that. So $894.50. And then let's total this to make sure this adds up. It's nice to not see any red. I only had one little red spot here where I went over just a few dollars for a short period of time, and then I was back in the black, which is nice. Let's see here. 180 plus 23, or 0.23, plus 482.74 plus 168.20 plus 63.03. All right, $894 and it says 20 cents. Did I not put the right numbers in? All right, I wrote $1,336.14, and it was supposed to be, I must have hit the keys wrong last time, $1,335.84. Now we are tracking with our math. It was just simple math error, and that happens, especially when I'm tired. All right, so I'm gonna grab, okay, I have my weekly check-in for week 5, which is the last 3 days of the month. It's not really an entire week, but it's just a place I can put it. And I can take and transfer those numbers from here, the ending balances, and use that to cover whatever spending I need on the last 3 days to close out the month of October. And then I'll share this in my weekly check-in next week in order, you'll see me talk about this, and I'll have this set up and ready for you. And then whatever my spending was for the first 4 days of November, in that weekly check-in, because November 1st is coming up and it's next week. So let's go ahead and get started with this. The budget amount, I'm just going to take it straight from these numbers up here. The grocery household is $180.23. So we're going to put $180.23, and that'll be good for the last 3 days. This $482.74 for the restaurants. It's an obnoxious amount of amount of money for that, but because I have it, it's just going to sit there in my spending categories until the end of the month. Then I'm going to call it my buffer in my checking account. So that way I don't have to pull money from anywhere. $168.20 is what I'm putting for miscellaneous. And $63.03 is what I'm putting, oops, which we should not need the gas either, because my husband's vehicle hasn't been moved, so it doesn't really need any gas. And I think it was full when he left. I do move it from the side of the house to the driveway back and forth a little bit and start it up every few days or so, but other than that, it doesn't get driven anywhere. So this total is going to be the same as that total, so I'm going to go ahead and put that here, $894.20. I did not set money aside for this last week. As you can see on my plan here, I always do in my notes section a plan where I can write out what paycheck belongs to what week, and then also I can write out how much I'm going to budget for that week and where the money's coming from, what paycheck. This is the way I like to do it. I don't like starting with a large number at the beginning of the month and reduce it down. I like to assign a number amount for each week. And if I go over, then I can kind of figure out the budget from there. But most of the time, this is how I do it. And then this is my monthly totals over here. So yeah, this is my weekly check-in. I feel like we're pretty good. $894, that's quite a bit of money. That's a good buffer. That's a good activities amount to spend for the weekend and still have probably $500-600 left over and going into the month of November. And so this is going to probably be the balance forward part of the checking account as well going into the month of November. So a balance forward for me is also a buffer, same thing, just depends on what I'm talking about at the time. So I'm going to go ahead and put my notebook back together, and we are going to close out this video. Okay, I'm back. So the weekly check-in is complete. We're almost done with the month. We got 3 days left starting on Friday, and I am super excited about wrapping up this month. I usually wrap up the month in my paycheck 3 or the last pay of the month and kind of close everything out all in that video. So if you look for that video next week, yeah, that'll be where everything is at. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.